again, there's like times for it and times not for it. But in terms of like J. Cole, Logic, people I've seen who've come up and signed that label immediately.
Yeah.
That's just because they had to, and they know what they
Yeah.
wanted. They wanted music solely as their number one priority.
Yeah, I
They
know
wanted to be
Logic
big.
was signed to Visionary Music Group, which might have been independently. I don't know how that actually was ran,
Yeah.
but I feel like Logic had more control over his career, or at least it seems like he had a pretty good. Like his whole first album, no features. Like that's it's one thing for Cole to do that third album, huge fan base. I mean, I know Logic had a huge fan base,
Yeah.
but first album and like some will say it's his best.
Yeah.
No features, killed it.
Yeah, and
So that's-
Def Jam, they handled it well.
Yeah.
But for me at least, you go.
I was gonna say, and we were talking about this before, that some artists and producers are good at being managers and head of labels, and some aren't really that great. And we'll get into Eminem not being the
Yeah,
best of managers, or not managers, but like
Mm-hmm.
record label execs. But No ID does his thing with like these people. He gets on people's projects and really helps turn it
Facts.
around.
I didn't think about that. Kanye
Yeah.
and Logic, yeah.
I think and Cole, like
Yeah.
No ID's a goat.
Yeah.
I don't
get
think
it.
he gets the proper respect and like admiration for what he's done.
Yeah, him and Guru as well with
yeah,
Jay-Z.
Guru.
You want to hop into Eminem talk?
Yeah, I guess we can get into it.
I know you. I feel like he's good, but I feel like it's more so of a wanting, or I feel like he's busy and he's kind of doing his own thing.
Yeah.
So basically, the whole situation. I'll get into Slaughterhouse, but you talk about
Just like Griselda has always said that like he hasn't been the best at marketing them. I mean, I saw he did post for Conway's album, a picture of him and
Please.
Conway.
Like one picture.
Yeah, but like they really, I mean, maybe it's just the Griselda aesthetic that they don't do that much marketing for their albums. They let like their lyrics talk for themselves, but there really isn't much of a rollout for them. And I think, I mean, you're fucking Eminem. Like, I guess that he did hop on Bang with Conway, which is not a good verse.
Yeah.
And like he's never hopped on a song with them again, which I guess he doesn't have to. But I feel like he's Eminem. There should be something more that he can do. Like he's the most popular artist in the world. Always on Spotify, the number one streams of a rapper. Like there's something more he can do for those guys.
Yeah, and recently he just passed, I heard, Drake, so he's the number one artist
Which
in
is
2022, which is
so
crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing people always debating Eminem as a rapper on Twitter. At the end of the day, Marshall don't care.
Yeah.
He's still the most famous rapper ever. Oh my God. And people are trying to like, I just see like Twitter fights. Like people are like, he inspired J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. Like there's literally video evidence. And people are like, but Travis is way more influential. I don't know.
It's annoying, but to what you're saying, before like he was good, but I feel like he was actually into it and he was actually in his prime.
Yeah.
So him bringing out 50, D12, and even Obi Trice, a Detroit rapper,
Yeah.
amazing. He did well, but I feel like after like his overdose and the stuff he was going through, I just feel like he's been less attached to the label and also just focusing on himself, being a good father. He has a lot of talent on his hands. Not only does he have Griselda, he has Boogie and he has Grip.
Who Boogie needs to drop the album. I'm not sure if that's being held back by them or if he's just working on it.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the Joey Badass tour shirt with Boogie in the back right now. Boogie's amazing. Grip. I liked his first album. Once again, could have used more marketing, and we'll talk about his single later today. But I hope for the best for them too because they're good.
Yeah, I think it's just the marketing because, like I said, one picture or one post about the album is not enough. Like, it's just not good marketing. I don't know what's up, and that's a continuous thing with Shady. And then also, if you guys haven't heard about Slaughterhouse, do you like Slaughterhouse or familiar with them at all?
I'm familiar, but I'm not like bumping Slaughterhouse.
So Slaughterhouse contains Royce, King Crook, Joel Ortiz, and Joe Budden, an elite rap group. Like honestly, like you might be clowning me for this, but one of the best of all time. If it wasn't for label stuff and influence coming in.
Like lyrically, I mean, obviously they're all gonna spaz.
Incredible. No, they have nice songs, and they're unreleased music on Glass House, which is basically a nostalgia. It's basically a detox that never came out. Amazing project, but Joe Budden's retired, and Royce didn't want to make a Slaughterhouse album without Joe or any of the group. So Crook and Joel made the project instead, and they're about to drop it soon. And there's like mad beef going on.
Royce
They're
is
angry.
posting pictures. It was like I forget what it said exactly, but he's pissed.
Basically, he was talking about is if you build a house, and it's like let's say it's $5 now, it became $1 million business, and there needs to be some like refurbishments basically made, renovations, and you're planning to make these renovations. You just need to figure out the plan of attack. And another businessman comes along and hints at the other two people, not the others, to take this another house. But instead, you have to ditch your other two partners.
Yeah.
And that's essentially how he felt.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, Eminem was in charge of that, and that didn't go well. So it just depends on what's going on.
I mean, I get Royce's anger, but I guess if Joe Budden was like, what did he want? Just no album at all?
Exactly, and it's been 10 years.
Yeah, I think Royce is like really successful right now, and he's doing his own thing. I mean, I get they're great friends, so I don't know how that could hurt him personally. but I feel like it's fine.
Nah, bro, F that. They gotta drop, bro. If you want to retire, you don't want to drop, it is what it is. No harsh feelings.
You got to keep going with your career. Like, they don't have to be held back, because, like, that's kind of what they're known for, those two rappers. Like, Royce and Joe have made their own names otherwise, but, like, Joel and King, was it King Crook?
Yeah, King Crook. No, they're both amazing.
Yeah, but I feel like they haven't paved as much of a...
No, they're still, like, low-key, in terms of the mainstream world, yeah.
Yeah. And then we saw The Game say about Dr. Dre. He said that Kanye has done more for him in 2 weeks than Dre has done for him in his entire career. I know people usually say that, like, The Game says some, like, whack ass shit. Like, that's just, like, makes good music, but his persona outside of